Millionaires are often seen as a different breed of people, as if wealth alone changes personality, discipline, and lifestyle. Social media and business books frequently highlight their routines, early morning habits, reading schedules, fitness discipline, networking strategies, and investment behaviors. These habits are presented as the secret formula behind financial success. But the question is more interesting when tested in real life. What actually happens if an ordinary person tries to copy millionaire habits consistently for 30 days? Today we will talk about I copied millionaire's habits for 30 days. Here's what happened. So, before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. The first change: morning structure and discipline. One of the most common habits among millionaires is structure mornings. Instead of waking up randomly and rushing into the day, many successful individuals follow a consistent morning routine. During the first few days of copying this habit, the most noticeable change was mental clarity. Waking up early, avoiding distractions, and starting the day with intentional activities created a sense of control that was previously missing. Instead of immediately checking social media or reacting to notifications, mornings were used for planning, reading, and focused thinking. This shift alone changed how the entire day felt. However, the real challenge was consistency. Maintaining disciplined mornings required adjusting sleep schedules, reducing late-night distractions, and resisting the temptation to fall back into old habits. Over time, mornings became less chaotic and more structured, which improved productivity throughout the day. Reading daily, absorbing information like wealthy individuals. Another habit commonly associated with millionaires is daily reading. Many wealthy individuals read books, business material, biographies, and financial content regularly. At first, this habit felt forced. Reading without immediate entertainment value can feel slow compared to digital content. However, after a few days, something shifted. Reading daily improved focus, vocabulary, and thinking depth. Instead of consuming short, fragmented content, longer attention spans began developing naturally. The biggest realization was that reading is not just about information. It is about perspective. Exposure to different ideas changes how decisions are made and how problems are viewed. Although reading alone does not create wealth, it builds mental frameworks that support better decision-making over time. Exercise and physical energy management. Most millionaires prioritize physical health. Exercise is not just about appearance, but about energy management, discipline, and mental clarity. When this habit was introduced consistently for 30 days, energy levels improved significantly. Days felt more active and less mentally foggy. Exercise also had a surprising effect on productivity. After physical activity, focus improved and tasks were completed faster. The key realization was that physical discipline directly affects mental discipline. When the body is trained to follow routines, the mind becomes more structured as well. However, maintaining this habit required commitment, especially on days when motivation was low. Millionaire habits are not based on motivation, but on consistency regardless of mood. Time blocking and productivity control. One of the most powerful habits observed was time blocking. Millionaires often structure their day into specific time segments dedicated to focused work. Instead of multitasking or working randomly, tasks are grouped and scheduled intentionally. During the experiment, implementing time blocking led to a dramatic increase in productivity. Tasks that previously took hours were completed more efficiently because distractions were minimized. The biggest challenge was resisting interruptions. Social media, messages, and unplanned activities constantly tried to break focus. Over time, however, structured time management created a sense of discipline that carried over into other areas of life. Financial awareness and money tracking. Millionaires are highly aware of where their money goes. Every expense is intentional, tracked, and evaluated. During the 30-day experiment, tracking expenses revealed patterns that were previously ignored. Small daily purchases added up significantly over time. This awareness created a shift in behavior. Spending became more intentional, and unnecessary expenses were reduced naturally. The key insight was that wealth is not only about earning more, but also about controlling what already comes in. Financial awareness creates clarity, and clarity leads to better financial decisions. Networking and relationship thinking. Another major millionaire habit is focusing on relationships. Wealthy individuals often prioritize networking, communication, and building valuable connections. During the experiment, making intentional efforts to communicate more effectively and engage with people differently changed the way interactions felt. Instead of focusing only on personal gain, conversations began to focus more on value exchange, learning, and mutual growth. The realization was that opportunities often come through people, not just individual effort. However, building meaningful relationships takes time. It is not about quick interactions, but long-term trust and consistency. Learning and skill development. Millionaires often invest heavily in learning. Whether through books, mentors, courses, or experience, continuous skill development is a key habit. During the 30 days, dedicating time to learning new skills created noticeable improvement in confidence and capability. Skills related to communication, productivity, financial thinking, and digital knowledge became stronger. The important realization was that skills compound over time. Even small daily learning sessions create significant long-term advantages. This habit reinforced the idea that income is often a reflection of skill level rather than effort alone. Delayed gratification and spending control. One of the hardest millionaire habits to adopt was delayed gratification. This means resisting immediate rewards in favor of long-term benefits. In practice, this meant avoiding unnecessary purchases, limiting impulsive spending, and focusing on long-term goals instead of short-term desires. This habit was mentally challenging at first because modern life is built around instant satisfaction. However, over time, delaying gratification created a sense of control over financial decisions. The realization was that wealth is often built through what people choose not to spend. Decision-making and thinking in systems. Millionaires often think in systems rather than isolated actions. Instead of solving one problem at a time, they build structures that prevent problems from repeating. During the experiment, this mindset shift was one of the most impactful changes. Instead of reacting to daily challenges, more time was spent thinking about long-term solutions and structured approaches. For example, instead of manually handling repeated tasks, the focus shifted toward automation and efficiency. This way of thinking created mental clarity and reduced unnecessary stress. The emotional reality of the experiment. Copying millionaire habits sounds exciting in theory, but the emotional reality was more complex. Some days felt highly productive and focused. Other days felt difficult, especially when old habits try to return. The biggest challenge was consistency. Wealthy habits require discipline even when motivation is low. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the button to subscribe.